and welcome to my top 10 favorite Pokemon. So, it took me two parts to get through all my honorable mentions. So now it's time to finish off the 88 Pokemon to bring it up to 98, which is all my favorite Pokemon. So, at number 10 is Snorunt, which I nicknamed Ice Cold. The reason why Snorunt is on this list and so down low is because that one particular Pokemon episode title, which I just found hilarious, and Snorunt was just a little prankster. And that episode was called Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow Runt. And I was watching that as a child, I'm like, oh my god, I love this. And then for a very, very long time, Snorunt was one of my favorite Pokemon. So at number 9, we have Torkoal, which I nicknamed Blaze 3. Blaze Point 3. And when I saw Ash using one, I'm like, oh my god, it's a fire turtle. It's so amazing. So I've never used one to this day, but I still love Torkoal. So at number 8 is Sableye, and I nicknamed him Eyeless. Now, this is another one that I owe credit to Nate Wants to Battle, because of him. It's how I started to use Sableye, and I fell in love. So up next at number 7 is Breloom, which I nicknamed Shrooms. It's a recent one. I can't remember who had Breloom on their top 10 favorite Pokemon list of the big PokeTubers, and if I remember, I'll probably mention. I'm not too sure. So at number 6 is my all-time favorite legendary Pokemon from Generation 2, Lugia. Just the second Pokemon movie is what made me love this thing, and I still love it to this day. I'll always love Lugia. It'll always be my favorite legendary Pokemon. At number 5 is another Generation 2 Pokemon, which is Ampharos, and I nicknamed him Amphy. Not the way it was spelled for the Amphy in the game. I spelled it Ampy. So always loved Ampharos, and I'll always love him. I've always overused him an awful lot in Black 2. In Black 2, and I'll always use him. So number 4 is Crobat, which I nicknamed Ace number 5. So yes, I love Zubats, I love Golbats, I love Crobats. Mainly because when I was playing through Pokemon Diamond, when I was first getting into Pokemon, and since Sinnoh is my home and it'll always be my home, the 3 Pokemon that I tried out that I never used before and I always used to hate: Geodude, which was in my honorable mentions, Machop, which was also in my honorable mentions, and Zubat, which is in my top 10 list. Well, Crobat. I remember specifically because I was using it, and then once I got up to the place to get Dialga, after battling someone, I thought Golbat was its final evolution, but no, I was surprised that it evolved into a Crobat, and I just love Crobats. So at number 3 is Pinsir, which I nicknamed Slayer. So this is another one that goes to Leroy. I always loved Pinsir. I never got a chance to use it, and then when I was playing through Crystal on my phone, I was like, it's a bug catching contest today. I'm gonna go catch a Pinsir. And then when I was playing through Silver, I used a Pinsir. And so that was my number 3. So now we're down to the final 2. So at number 2 is a Generation 1 Pokemon yet again. And this is another one that goes out to Nate Wants to Battle, because I used his fucking name for his Haunter, and it is Gengar. And I named my Gengar Nightmare. I've always loved Gengar, I just never thought of a nickname, and then hearing Nate Wants to Battle's one, I'm like, that sounds amazing. I will fucking use that. So, who is my number 1 favorite Pokemon? Is it Generation 1 Pokemon? Is it Generation 2 Pokemon? Is it Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, or Gen 6? Obviously, it's not Gen 6 because I don't have many favorite Gen 6 Pokemon, so that's out. Same with Generations 5, 3, 2, and 1. So my all-time favorite Pokemon is a Generation 4 Pokemon. That Pokemon is Lucario. I named my Lucario Anu, which is short for Anubis. Here's the long explanation why. Pokemon Movie 8, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. As soon as I saw that movie, I instantly fell in love with Anubis. Well, sorry, not Anubis, Lucario. I love Egyptology. I love everything to do with it. Once I found out that Lucario was based off of Anubis, the ancient lord of the dead, I'm like, oh my god, I fucking love this. Never used them in Generation 4. I only got to use them in Pokemon Black 2. When I did, once again, always got the Flocesi Ranch or Flocracy Ranch, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I went and I caught it. I always named it Anu, which was short for Anubis. I used it in Generation 5, and I'm happy to say I definitely used it in Kalos. And Mega Lucario, even though it is banned from OU and UU, I still fucking love him. I still love him. That's why Lucario will always be my #1 favorite Pokemon. When I was thinking about doing this, I'm like, so who would I put at #1? And I'm like, well, it's obviously a no-brainer. Lucario. Lucario is #1. I know a lot of people will agree with me. Lucario is amazing. So, if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like, and I will probably be doing another top 10 list very soon of top 10 fandoms or fangirls that I hate. Even though I do like some of the shows / movies. So, see you tomorrow for more gameplay footage.